Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caboose bringing you another Spider-Man Miles Morales video. And today what I got for you guys here is going to be my review for Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PC. It is officially out today, and I've had my hands on it for the last couple of days, thanks to PlayStation Canada for sending me a code. Before we jump into this, if you can't wait to try this game out, potentially for the first time, or if you want to replay it and see it in all its glory on PC, well then scroll down right now, hit that thumbs up button, share your hype, share your love with me, and let's get this video here to 2,000 likes. And with that being said, let's jump into the review. Now, if any of you remember, when I first dove into Spider-Man Remastered on PC back in August, I mentioned that there were a few issues that ended up being completely ironed out, of course, when it came to the official launch. Thankfully, though, this time around, apart from just some minor bugs and glitches that actually did get fixed once again with the day one patch, I've had a pretty much completely smooth experience with this game from the moment I got my hands on it. I won't reiterate my overall thoughts on this game, as I've already had a review up on the channel from back in 2020 when I first got my hands on Spider-Man Miles Morales, but I need to repeat a couple of the points that I made in my original review. First of all, this game is gorgeous, just pure eye candy. I mean, look at the graphical fidelity. For this game to have been developed with the PS4 still in mind is unbelievable. I can only imagine and get very excited at the thought that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is being built from the ground up for the PS5 exclusively. This was also one of the first times that I ever got a sense of what ray tracing can really do. Seeing real-time reflections is truly a spectacle in video games, and what gives Miles Morales the edge over something like Spider-Man Remastered, at least when it comes to the graphical fidelity of the game, is that there are certain missions that you can tell are tailor-made to show off the ray tracing. Clearly, Insomniac Games was very proud with what they were able to achieve with the reflections in this game, and I mean, they absolutely should be, and Nix's software did a great job porting everything over to the PC. It's so damn pretty to look at. Not to mention, the snowier New York for this game is perfect. I love the holiday season, and this game is definitely one that I will continue to visit every single year during the holiday season just to feel a little festive. I'd also like to go on record once again and state that even though Miles has a lot less gadgets, the gameplay in this Spider-Man game has got to be the best we've ever gotten for the webhead. Air tricks are fully implemented into the web swinging with seamless transitions and air trick combinations for some unique animations. This makes web swinging incredibly addicting and almost therapeutic in a way. For me, sometimes I could be swinging around New York City in this game as Miles for hours on end without actually doing any missions. Then you have his venom abilities, which pack a hefty punch and really shake things up in combat. And I was never really one to use more than 3 to 4 gadgets in Marvel Spider-Man anyways, so Miles only having a few options actually works better for me. Now I'll just need quick-fire gadgets in Spider-Man 2 and we'll be good to go. As for the PC performance, well, I'm running the game on a 3070 and things are buttery smooth. I was even getting close to a consistent 60 FPS with ray tracing on while I was recording. When I didn't have my recording software up, it was a consistent 60 FPS and above. Ray tracing on and all settings apart from crowd density and traffic on high. I also mentioned in my review for Marvel Spider-Man Remastered that I was very happy with the FOV option being available, as that really helped boost the speed of the game, even if it was a subconscious thing. And when I played Miles Morales when it first came out in 2020, I already felt that the speed was dialed up a bit, especially in comparison to when you play as Peter Parker in Spider-Man PS4, and now that you have the venom abilities and can apply them into the traversal as well, a lot of that made you feel very fast. But now when you jump into the PC version and can also pull back the FOV, you're gonna feel like a speed demon. Just be careful that you aren't going faster than the game can render the environment. You might run into a couple of instances where the game stops for a second to let some buildings load. I don't know if that's a bad thing or if it needs to be fine-tuned, but it definitely wasn't something I noticed often. It was really once in a blue moon that the game would stop for just a second to load. And seriously, I am jealous for anybody who's jumping into this game for the first time, most especially if any of you have bought a PS5 controller for your PC, which I highly recommend that you do if you haven't already. Like, of course, you can play Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man Remastered on PC with either an Xbox controller or with your mouse and keyboard, and there's still plenty of fun to be had there, but the DualSense controller, that PS5 controller adds a whole new experience when you're playing these games. The haptic feedback immerses you into the action and the combat, and then the adaptive triggers have that little bit of resistance when you're web swinging, which makes you really feel the weight of each swing. It cannot be understated how much of a generational leap this PlayStation 5 controller is, and how it needs to be the benchmark going forward. You'll feel the rumble in every venom punch, jump, or ground pound, and it's so much fun, and it really adds extra layers of immersion to the cutscenes, the gameplay, the traversal, everything all across the board. Having this PS5 controller in your hands is a whole different ballgame. All in all, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PC is another great port and an amazing opportunity for some PC gamers to jump into a stellar game. Don't skip out on this one. It's not some overglorified DLC like some people like to peddle it as. This feels more like a full game than some of the games that are releasing today. It's got a solid story that's albeit a bit short, but doesn't overstay its welcome. Some fantastic gameplay, interesting characters with some good writing that'll definitely get your eyes sweating from time to time. And overall, I'd give Spider-Man Miles Morales on PC and in general a 9 out of 10. Now we play the waiting game until Marvel Spider-Man 2. Which by all accounts, based on what Insomniac Games has said, is still coming in 2023 and is still on track for that release window. When it's going to be, we don't know yet, but I'm definitely going to keep you updated. So stay tuned to this channel. All the Spider-Man news, everything you need to know is happening right here. YouTube.com/Caboose. And there you have it. Those are my overall thoughts for Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PC. But now I want to kick it to you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you had a chance to play it? Are you going to play it? And if so, let me know what you guys think. I want to hear all your thoughts. Sound off in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. It would show your support, and I would really appreciate it. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.